Hello everyone and welcome back guys to a brand new video where today we're here back with some F1 2021 game science. Yes, as you can tell by the title of this video, we're going to be going in and we're going to be doing a top speed run in all of the F1 2021 cars. Of course, we're going to head to the longest flat out section on the Formula 1 calendar, of course, still the monstrous front straightaway from the Azerbaijan Grand Prix circuit. Now, for this test, all we're going to be doing is running the maximum preset 5 setup for each of the cars. We're then, of course, going to be taking them down at the longest straight on the Formula 1 calendar here at Baku and obviously seeing what top speed we can get. Now, obviously, if you guys want the results, they will just be down in the description below for those of you guys that sort of just want to watch that or just are interested in that, you don't want to know or watch sort of all of the runs. There's definitely some other useful information you can get from this video as well, of course, and obviously if you aren't already, do make sure you get yourself subscribed. We're going to be doing a lot more F1 science on the channel over the coming weeks, of course, obviously with all the comparison videos we're doing at the moment. If there's anything you guys want to see me do as well, then definitely make sure you leave it down in the comments below. Obviously, if you see an idea you like, make sure you do like that comment as well, of course, so I can see it even higher up in the comment section as well there. But yeah, we're going to run it right to the back wall and then, of course, head through the final chicane here of the Azerbaijan circuit. There you can see, heading through fairly tidy there. I think we nudged the wall, but it didn't cost us any top speed. I did do a second run in the Mercedes just to see if we got anything more out of it. No, it was still the exact same result there. 208 miles an hour over the start-finish line there, 209 as we get down towards turn 1 there, and obviously going to wallop the wall down at the first corner as well there. So 209, not a bad benchmark for the first car of the day. Of course, we're just going to go through all of them in the order they appear on F1 2020, so F1 2021 even, sorry, I should say there. So anyway, into the Honda-powered Red Bull up next, and of course a car that in the past has always been associated with having much better downforce than anything else, but not being particularly strong down the straightaways here. Of course, in real life 2021, Red Bull have got quite a very good car actually down the straights as well, and obviously able to match Mercedes through the corners, which is giving them their advantage at this stage of the year. They're 206 as you cross the line. They're 207 miles an hour though as we get down towards turn 1, so a little bit slower from Red Bull there. So quite surprised to see that here on F1 2021 as well. Moving on though to Team 3, of course, Aston Martin. Obviously Racing Point in the past have been associated with normally having the fastest car on the Formula 1 games. So I remember back on F1 2016, I think I managed to get the racing, or the Force India, as it was known back then, up to 239 miles an hour with some help from some slipstream as well. Now, that game's slipstream was absolutely ridiculous there, but 199 as we cross over the DRS zone there, about 208 miles an hour as we cross over the start-finish line in there, and it's actually going to stay at 208 as we get back down towards turn 1 there, so only 208 for the Aston Martin. Of course, we will have all the final results at the end of the video as well. Team number 4, though, of course, McLaren, a car that has been mighty fast down the straights in real life so far here in 2021. Of course, that's what led Lando Norris to all his success at the Austrian Grand Prix a couple of weekends ago here. But as we head back down the start-finish straight there, obviously with the new Mercedes power unit in the back of that car there, 200, almost 201 as we hit the DRS zone there, so definitely quicker than the Aston Martin. They're quicker than Mercedes before we even get to the line there, 210 miles an hour, and that is where it's going to stay as we hit the wall back at turn 1 there. So 210, a new record so far in this video. Is anyone else going to be able to go quicker than that as well? Of course, let me know down in the comments below there. Alpine, though, team number 5, of course, the only car now in 2021, of course, rolling with Renault power. Obviously, if you guys want to listen to the in-game sounds, I actually did a video a few weeks ago where we did a comparison between all the game sounds there, so that will be linked down in the description. If you click the eye at the top right-hand side of your screens, the video will also be there as well, of course. But yeah, the Renault power unit, not the fastest down the straights, of course. The Alpine car, not known for being an absolute monster down the straights either. They're 208 miles an hour as we get towards turn 1. They're 209 as we get down towards the wall. So exactly the same as Mercedes as well. They're a little bit slower than McLaren. So certainly no slouch down the straight, slotting up into joint P2 at the moment. They're team number 6 and the first Ferrari-powered car of the video, of course. Ferrari had a Tauri 2020, of course. All the Ferrari-powered cars were way down on the straights in 2020 as well. So let's just see if the case is the same here on F1 2021 as we head out of the final corner there, approaching the DRS zone at 196 miles an hour. So a long way off there. But with the DRS, Ferrari actually seems to pick up a lot more than some of the other cars there. 206 miles an hour 200, yeah, only 206 as we get down towards turn 1 there. So, yeah, the new slowest car we've actually had so far. So, clearly Ferrari still struggling after last year as well, of course. Team number 7, though, Alpha Tauri, our second Honda-powered car as well. It's going to be interesting to see how they compare to Red Bull here. Of course, Alpha Tauri have often in the past had a car that delivers very, very well around the lower downforce circuits as well, of course, here as we head back through the final chicane there, straight up into 8th gear there, and you can see the pickup of the Honda power unit really, really good as we get down towards the DRS zone there. 200 just under as we cross that DRS zone there, and that's going to help us keep accelerating there. 207, 208 miles an hour, 209, there we go. So it's matched the Mercedes and the Alpine as well at 209 miles an hour for the Alpha Tauri, so a couple of miles an hour quicker than the Red Bull as well. So that is very, very interesting to see, of course, as well. Team number 8, though, Alfa Romeo, of course, the second best of the Ferrari-powered cars that are only better than Haas and Williams last year as well. They're generally, yeah, again, a team that never really had any strong points, never any major weaknesses as well. It'll be interesting to see how this thing will compare to the Ferrari car. Of course, 206 miles an hour for the Ferrari, the Alfa Romeo, there, 197 as we hit the DRS zone as we head down towards the 205, 206, matching the Ferrari. Are we going to get 207? Yes, we are. That's the Alfa Romeo a little bit quicker than its Ferrari counterpart, which is very, very interesting to see as well, of course, there. So, yeah, that ties with the Red Bull. Not bad, but not brilliant either at this stage of the video there. Team number 9, our penultimate team then, of course, is Haas F1. Obviously, a team that really, really struggled over the course of 2020 as well. They never had a particularly good car. Again, a bit like the Alfa Romeo there, you know, they were both just very, very much held back by the lack of Ferrari power as well, of course, there. But as we head back down the start-finish straight here, 196 as we get into the DRS zone here. So is this thing even going to match the Ferrari as we head down towards them on 205? It's just going to nudge 206 miles an hour as we get towards the 1 there. So just about matches the Ferrari in the end. And yeah, not really good for any of the Ferrari-powered cars at the moment. Our final team, though, of the video, of course, is Williams. Got the Mercedes power in the back of the car, so you'd expect them to be pretty quick, but of course so much drag on the Williams of yesteryears. Let's wait and see what the 2021 counterpart can do there as we head through the first chicane, trying to make sure we keep it as straight as possible there. And you can see this thing here certainly doesn't have the pickup of the likes of the Aston, the McLaren, and of course the Mercedes. They're 196 as we get into the DRS zone here, as we head back down towards turn 1. 204, 205. Are we going to get 206? Just about 206 miles an hour in the end there. And weirdly enough, the car span to its side as we get towards the line there. So what have we learnt from this video then? Well, if you want an absolute missile down the straight on F1 2021, the McLaren is the way to go. They're clear of the Mercedes, Alpine, and Alfa Tauri there. Ferrari, not a particularly good car down the straights, as well as, of course, Haas and Williams. They're all tied on 206. But all the teams pretty close nonetheless as well there. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, do make sure you leave a like. Get yourself subscribed as well. And yeah, we'll be back very, very soon, of course, with more F1 science. None of these videos would be possible without the help of our channel members, so a massive, massive thank you to the Travesty, Patrick and Chuan for being a member of the channel. If you guys want to help us out as well, obviously you can join for just £1 a month with some other exclusive perks by clicking the join button down below.